A lot of people, black, white, Mexican, young or old, fat or skinny, have a problem being true to themselves. They have a problem looking in the mirror and looking directly into their own souls. Around the reason I am who I am today is because I can look directly into my face and find my soul.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy AyeQ back with another reaction video. And today we're going to do a reaction from Random Convo Show featuring Katie Florence. Let's jump right into the video.
I would love to know the backstory to the council. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So let's take it back to like 2019. Yeah, I was dating this guy. Well, I was dating him. He was not dating me. You know, that type of that type of situation.
Uh-oh.
So I was head over heels for this guy who would only text me at like 10 p.m. only. That was like the first text I would get. Anyways, I was really excited to spend New Year's Eve with him. Why are you laughing?
Because how are you looking past?
Because you're a booty call. And that's it. That's wild, bro. And the thing about women like this, they ain't got no shame. Fellas, when a woman doesn't have any shame, and when she's in a podcast telling the world about who she is, she probably doesn't have a soul. And there's nothing you could do with a woman like that. Let's continue.
That's that.
Well, we'll get there.
Okay,
we'll get there.
Let's keep going.
So New Year's Eve, I was really excited because I always had bad New Year's Eves. I have like a New Year's Eve curse where something bad always happens on New Year's Eve. I always end up crying, right?
Oh, man.
So I was really excited for that New Year's Eve because I wanted to bring it in with him, kiss him at midnight. Like I thought he was going to ask me to be his girlfriend. Showed no signs whatsoever, but I was like, this is it. He ghosted me on New Year's Eve.
This is it.
This is it. I completely ghosted on New Year's Eve,
Wow.
right? The fireworks are going off. I'm sobbing in my bed.
Sorry to hear that.
It's fine.
Okay.
I wake up the next morning and I like saw like my face and I looked really ugly and I looked in the mirror and I was like, I made a joke, some sort of joke, and I made myself laugh. And I was like, oh, I'm going to take these bad situations and make people laugh from them. And then one day I was thinking back on the relationship and I was like, where did I go wrong? What red flag did I miss? And I was like, no, the red flags were there the whole time. What made me ignore them? Well, my heart saw something that wasn't there, right? So she was being naive. She was like, oh, well, he did something nice this day, so we can ignore this red flag. And that was like the first council member that sort of popped up for me. I was like, oh, my heart is like seeing something. And then my lady parts was like, well, he does a really good job at, you know.
Lady parts.
Yeah, certain things. That's code for vagina.
Nice.
Yep. She was like, well, he's really, that's why we answer his text at 10 p.m. because, you
Lady
know.
parts.
Yeah. And then, yeah, that's where the inspiration for the council came from. I sort of like took all those little characters and put it into a skit and sort of, it was like a therapy session for myself, just had this conversation and got it out. Like, this is how I am in relationships. This is why I'm constantly picking the wrong guys, constantly fucking up, seeing what I want to see. Kind of my fault. Like, it was like yeah, it was my fault. He showed the red flags and I willfully ignored them. And that was dumb of me. So hopefully this show lets people see the dumbness within themselves in a great way, though.
And this is what I be saying, bro. When a woman is putting out chaos, drama, pretty much just wholeness to the world, she's always going to garner a huge following of women just like herself. That's just the reality, because from what she's saying, yo, I was a booty call. I was out here doing whole shit. And that's what my content is based around. And now she's on a podcast promoting what she's about.
There's a lot to unpack there, but I don't know if we have enough time. Katie Florence, congratulations. Clap some more before I get angry. Woo! Thank you. The Council begins streaming May 19th on Peacock. What can we expect to be different from your skits?
The main difference is you can see them all in one shot, which you can't see on TikToks because I don't have that energy nor the patience to even figure that out. 2, it's a lot more serious. It's not as funny as my skits, I feel like, which I probably shouldn't. Shouldn't promote it that way.
Not as funny.
Yeah. It's just there are funny moments, but it's a more serious tone. What we're diving into are more serious topics. And I think a lot of people, like the lines that we say, people are gonna be like, oof, felt that. Like everyone is gonna be able to relate to, I think, what the main character is going through and what she's thinking. Can I tell you how bad it got?
Yes.
So one time he had been ignoring me for, I don't know, weeks on end, right? I go out with another guy. We're downtown where he usually is. Call him guy number 2, and then guy number 1, good sex guy.
Good sex guy.
So I'm with guy number 2. Guy number 1, I guess, finds us out and is like, hey, what bar are you at? Meets me at the bar, and he goes, oh, this is your date? Like, this is who you're on a date with? You could do so much better.
He walks up to you in front of guy 2?
Yeah.
Does guy 2 do anything about this?
No. He just, he sees some of his friends, so he walks away.
What?
So I'm having a conversation with guy number 1. He's like, you could do so much better. And I'm like, are you jealous? And he's like, no, I just think you could do a lot better. Are you going home with him tonight? And I said, I might. Like, what's it to you? And he goes, what if I want to come home with you tonight? And I went, do you? He goes, yeah. I was like, okay, so I'll get rid of him. So guy number 2 takes me home, thinks he's coming upstairs. He is not. I tell him I don't feel good. I text guy number 1, left on red. He just wanted to make sure I wasn't getting it in that night with someone else. He had no intention of seeing me. Fell for it. And that's how wrapped around his finger I was.
What was the most difficult part about transitioning? That's a weird place to stop the sentence. What was the hardest part about transitioning the Council from a 1-minute skit into a full episode 6 times? 6 episodes, right? Can't wait to watch.
The hardest part was the writing process because with a 1-minute skit, I had it sort of down pat where in 1 minute, I would evenly distribute 3 jokes and make sure the first one caught everyone's attention within the first 5 to 10 seconds. And then you have the second joke kind of not as funny and then finish with a banger. And
so look at this bird. She figured out a way how to monetize her actions, who she is. The bird that she is, she figured out a way how to sell that shit. It's kind of like what I told you guys earlier. A woman like this is extremely dark, and she probably doesn't have a soul anymore. That's just the bottom line. Like when a woman doesn't have shame, and usually when a woman is a booty call, that's a very low value woman. That's a woman who probably got some type of trauma from her past. And usually when women got trauma in their past, they use sex as a medicine. Understand that. So they use sex and things like that as a way to mask their reality. And as men, y'all gotta be aware of women like this. And it's like I always tell you guys, hey, pay attention to the signs. The hoops never fails. I'm just keeping it real, fellas. The signs are always there. And you gotta understand, bro, when a woman is willing to be a hoe to the extreme, somebody will be willing to pay her for that. Because in order for a chick to be a good female rapper these days, she got to be able to sexualize herself to the extreme, like the Sexy Reds of the world, the what's the name, Glorilla, the Cardi B's. The reason why they are who they are is because they are willing to go extreme with their wholeness. And usually when people are extreme like that is because they don't have a soul anymore. So you know how you will feel ashamed of things? A hoe doesn't. So it's no surprise that she's able to get a contract from Peacock or whatever to promote her wholeness. Y'all gotta understand that's how the media works. Look at Krishana Rock. She's back putting out chaos to the world. She's back in the drama world. So now y'all will be seeing her on all these different platforms because she's to the extreme. She doesn't have a soul. And Krishana Rock is so dangerous, she's even using God. That's how dangerous she is. She's playing with God in order to promote whatever she's trying to promote to the world, which is chaos. A very demonic energy. Look, all I'm saying, fellas, be safe out here, man. Yo, imagine him truly getting a hospital just to deal with, and the baby's coming out. Fellas, again, focus on yourself. That's what it is.